Hey guys, Eli here. I'm back from the holidays. I took a few days off, I believe, but wanted to come back and topic of today is annual apparel planning, what it is and what it isn't. Um, what it isn't is it's not about just picking a design. It's not about picking a certain one style for a season or an event. You got to look at it as a complete circle of what you're planning for your whole year. Similarly to your business and how the different business mentorship companies out there that you guys use, some of you use. We talk about revenue streams and we talk about different ways to do that. It's no different with the apparel concept. So the thing that we're talking about when it comes to apparel planning is it's important to understand that we're talking about curating apparel packages for your gym so that you have a whole branding experience. That's just one aspect of it. So when you bring something out, we're talking about spring, summer, fall, winter. We want to get the concept and the idea of all the different items that you're going to have on those seasonal shifts so that you are upselling and branding and marketing your gym through your members purchasing more, buying more, wanting to have more. Again, we're talking about this concept of taking their dollars and shifting them to you guys instead of them spending those dollars elsewhere. So the biggest thing we're going to be planning for here in the beginning of the year is two things. One, we want to get everybody on a call scheduled, whether you have a managed solution with us or not, whether you're a current client or not, whether you're a past client or not. We would love to get you on a call because we want to come up with a branding and merchandising strategy for you. We want to discuss the four pillars that we're going to focus on this year. We're going to focus on spring, summer, winter, fall. And with each one of those seasons, what we want to do is we want to get with you guys and a few of you that are doing some of this better than others, and we want to curate actual apparel packages. So when we talk about spring, yes, we're going to have tanks and t-shirts, but we want to talk about mesh back hats. Do you want flat brim, high rise, structured hats? Do you have people that want the dad hats and stuff like that? Are there visors? Are there other things that your membership base uses? We want to talk about lightweight windbreakers for that in-between time when you're going from winter time to springtime where it's kind of rainy out and dreary and people buy these types of items. They buy it from some of the athleisure companies. We'd love to get these nicer items into your gyms as well, not only into your gyms, but on your stores. We want to take a look at the other things that people are going to generally be purchasing when the time is coming. Like we can't do shoes right now, which I wish we could, maybe eventually. But we can start talking about shorts and leggings and booty shorts and things like that. People usually, I would say, when they're coming out of winter, they're probably going to be starting to refresh their wardrobe from spring and summer. So we want to hit them up and come up with all the different things that you guys are going to be doing. And that's all going to lead into every single season. We're going to come out and curate anywhere from 7 to 10, maybe more items so that you can have your best chance of having like a full body outfit and branding experience. So the four cornerstones that we're doing are seasons. That's what we want to look at. And then the other thing we want to look at is we want to look at the different events that you have going on, because seasonal branding strategy is one thing. So you can have all those options for people, but then you're going to have a need for the biggest thing that's happening right now is the CrossFit Open. Are you going to do a bulk order, or are you going to take advantage of our model in our stores where you have, if you guys do really big teams and everything, give the teams the ability to customize? So there's two different options for that. So if I had to break it down to finish this video off to make it very easy, what apparel planning is not. Apparel planning is not picking a shirt, not picking a design and picking like 4 or 6 times a year. What we're doing is coming up with an overall branding and merchandising strategy for you guys for the seasons. Then we're going to dive a little bit deeper into your individual events throughout the year. And we're going to decide and determine whether or not those are going to be bulk orders facilitated online. And we're going to pick the best choice for you. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to, we'll talk about the concept and the idea that we're doing with some of our gyms where you guys are past the the member onboarding process and things like that, and you want to start looking at anniversary gifts, birthday gifts, coupon codes, special shirts for PRs, new client package apparel and goods and lacrosse balls and bottles and all these car decals and everything else. It's all a branding strategy, and it's all an experience that we want you guys to understand that you need to get done. So we're going to look at 4 seasons. We're going to look at special events and whether or not you're bulk ordering with us or you're facilitating it online. And then the next thing that we're going to focus on and work on for the people that are a little bit further along in their business, I would say, is we're going to start taking a look at member retention and how we're going to do that with merchandise. So we have gyms buying people nice hoodies, nice jackets, hats. We're coming up with strategies around that concept to where when people do 100 wads, they get this. When they've been with us for 3 years, they get this. When it's their birthday, they get a coupon or a special t-shirt design that's only available for birthdays. So we're looking at this in those different ways. So 1, we're looking at seasons. 2, we're looking at special events. 3, we're looking at member retention strategies and member experience. And those are the 3 revenue strategies that we're also playing off of. So not only are we going from a macro to a micro level with all of this stuff, but then we're also figuring out, bulk orders are great. Pretty much all of our competitors do that. I'm not knocking the bulk order strategy. You get your highest profit margins, you get it in there. You hopefully don't get stuck with inventory, even though I see on most everybody's post in the owners groups and everything else, they always talk about they order that extra. I don't know about you, no matter how many times I talk to somebody, that extra is the thing that usually gets you. Some people do it worse than others, but the extra is what I always talk to people, and they're like, yeah, we have stuff from 2 years ago. So those 3 cornerstones that we're focusing on, and then the 3 revenue streams that you're really focusing on, is you're going to be focusing on with us, is we're going to decide whether or not a bulk order makes sense for a particular occasion or whatever it is that you're doing. That's going to be your highest profit margin. That's going to lead into your online sales, which is a different profit margin. And then we're going to talk about display merchandise so that people can try it on, feel it, purchase it. And that's going to be your 3rd revenue stream with us. So just like anything else that you do with your business, we're not going to rely upon just bulk orders to generate your apparel revenue. We're going to hit it 3 different ways so that you have an opportunity to get those different people. So I made a promise to you guys and myself that we're not going to go overboard with this, but I think maybe one of the things that we'll talk about next time is we'll talk about those revenue streams and what that means. So guys, I have some poll questions in here. Answer those. I'm also going to put our open designs so you guys can check out some of our open concepts that we're working on. We'll put those in the comments later. And if you guys have any questions or want to schedule your annual planning call, whether you're a past member, a prospective client of ours, or current, we would love to do that as well.